You thought you knew speed. You thought you understood power. You thought you had seen everything this planet had to offer on four wheels. You were wrong. Because nothing that has ever rolled off an American assembly line has prepared you for what Chevrolet is about to unleash on the world. This is not an upgrade. This is not a refresh. This is not evolution. This is war. Ladies and gentlemen, gearheads and speed addicts, dreamers and drivers, the wait is finally, gloriously over. Meet the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette Zora. Named after the legend himself, Zora Arkus Duntov, the father of the Corvette, the man who first dared to dream that America could build a supercar worthy of standing toe-to-toe with the finest machines Europe ever produced. He planted the seed decades ago. Chevrolet just detonated it. Let's talk about what lives inside this machine, because your brain is about to short-circuit. Under the rear deck sits the LT7 twin-turbocharged 5.5-liter flat-plane crank V8, the same fire-breathing monster from the Corvette ZR1, generating 1,064 horsepower and 828 pound-feet of torque at the rear axle alone. But Chevrolet looked at those numbers and said, not enough, so they added a 186 horsepower electric motor driving the front axle. Combine both power sources and you get a jaw-dropping, pavement-obliterating, rival-humiliating total of 1,250 horsepower. Combined in a Corvette, an American Corvette. That's not a supercar, that's a hypercar built in Bowling Green, Kentucky. 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, a quarter mile in under 9 seconds. You'll cover a football field before your passenger finishes screaming. Top speed sits at a ferocious 233 miles per hour, aided by high downforce packages like the ZTK that keep this beast glued to the road at velocities that would make a lesser car dissolve into thin air. This is all-wheel drive, but not the all-wheel drive you know from a grocery-getter SUV. The electric motor commands the front wheels, while the V8 owns the rear, creating a symphony of instant torque and raw combustion firing from every corner of the chassis simultaneously. Traction, grip, control at speeds that defy physics. And when you want to slip out of the garage at 6 in the morning without waking the neighborhood, Stealth mode runs purely on the electric motor, silent, sinister, and smooth. A predator that chooses when to roar and when to stalk.
Look at it. Look at it. The body is carbon fiber, aggressive, futuristic, wide fenders, massive air intakes, and the silhouette of something born on a racetrack and barely tamed for the street. The massive rear wing on the ZTK track package, the front carbon splitter, the iconic center exit quad exhaust, an S-duct in the hood generating downforce at the front, 2 rear cooling ducts keeping that monster V8 from melting the asphalt beneath it. Every curve, every vent, every line on this car has a purpose. There is no decoration, there is only function at 200 miles an hour. Slide inside. Go ahead, you've earned it. You're greeted by a 12.7-inch infotainment display, a 14-inch digital gauge cluster, and a 6.6-inch secondary touchscreen managing your head-up display and performance traction management settings. The interior has been completely redesigned for 2026, more premium, more purposeful, more worthy of a car at this price point. The hybrid system gets its own dedicated graphics on screen, so you know exactly how those two powertrains are conspiring together in real time to demolish whatever road lies ahead. Regenerative braking recaptures energy every time you shed speed, feeding the electric motor and keeping that front axle punch loaded and ready. This is not just a car. This is a mission control center for speed. The 2026 Corvette Zora will be the first Corvette to start at or above $200,000, with a fully optioned car pushing toward $300,000. You heard that right, $300,000. And that is the steal of the century. Chevrolet is naming the Ferrari F80 and the McLaren W1 as direct rivals, machines that command 10 to 20 times as much money. You want Ferrari performance? Ferrari will charge you $2 million. McLaren will charge you more. Chevrolet will charge you $250,000 and beat them both off the line. This is American engineering telling the world your exclusivity means nothing. Our performance means everything. To the thrill seekers, to the collectors, to the track warriors and the Sunday morning canyon runners, to anyone who has ever looked at a Ferrari and thought, I want that kind of fury, but I want it to be mine, built by my country, carrying my flag, the Zora is your answer. This is not Chevrolet's greatest sports car. This is America's greatest performance machine. Full stop. 1,250 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds.